everyone, and welcome to what is turning into a beautiful night for baseball at Castle Field in Anoka. We had some storms threatening earlier in the afternoon, but it has given way to a bright, sunshiny evening and a final matchup of the regular season between two longtime conference foes as the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Anoka Tornadoes prepare to do battle. Joe Young flying solo in the booth tonight as my good friend and partner Howie Shapiro is in Las Vegas celebrating his 30th wedding anniversary with his beautiful wife, Mimi. Congratulations to them both. And Avery Lehman digging in, ready to get this ball game underway. First pitch of the night for Trent Palmer as well outside. Took Labar out of his stance to his right. And it's 1-0. Lehman, a very dangerous hitter, leading off the Cardinals lineup. Looks at another one down and away. And Palmer's sights a little bit off to his left. He'll try again at 2-0 and brought it in a little closer. And it is a called strike right at the knees on the outside edge. Looking at it from center field as Palmer stares in at a 2-1 count to Avery Lehman, the Cardinals' leadoff man. Swung on and missed. Evens the count, and Palmer able to battle right back in against the opening batter. Anoka coming in very strong, 13-6 on the season, or 13-5 rather. Got Lehman swinging at a pitch down and away in the dirt. It's thrown down to first to Ryan Nelson. And there's one away. There's a look at the Cardinals' batting order. Lehman's down on swings. Robert Morissette digging in next. Caleb Ness behind him. Tyler George in the cleanup spot. Bryce Peterson, McCoy Merkel, Dio Lawal, Alex Bowie, and finally the shortstop Jackson Bates rounding out the order for head coach Jerry Coe. Fastball from Palmer called for a strike to the lefty Morissette. 5 straight strikes since 2 outside the zone. And he's ahead in the count to Morissette. 0-2, got a piece of that and fouled it straight back. Palmer kicks and fires again. Slapped at to stay alive by Morissette. Just protecting the plate. Wants something he can take a little bit better swing at. Coon Rapids coming in 9-9 on the season, but losers in 3 of their last 4 outings. Would like to get it turned around. Section play starts on Friday. This one hit well down the left field line, and a diving play by Fredenberg for out number 2. Morissette couldn't have placed that one much better. Maybe could have evened it out. But right down the line, and Fredenberg showing the skills in left field. To his left is Sean Replogel, and in right field is Jack Hetrick. The right side of the infield is made up by Ryan Nelson and Adam Stern. Hunter Smith is shortstop. Max Plouffe is at third. And behind the plate is Zach Labar. We've already seen and heard from Trent Palmer, who gets 2 up, 2 down, and that one didn't. Oh, it was called a strike. Little bender came right back across the plate. This one high and outside to Caleb Ness, 1-1. Palmer looks in, now ready, and blows it right past the swinging Caleb Ness to get ahead in the count 1-2. Trying to bend it back across again, but that one stays outside. It's 2-2. Got him swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And with some help from his left fielder, Trent Palmer able to start his outing 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. We'll take a break, and Anoka comes to the plate when we return. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Back at Castle Field in Anoka, ready to start the bottom half of the first inning. Bryce Peterson getting the start on the hill for Coon Rapids. And he will face his opposite number, Trent Palmer, who got a great start on the mound in the top half of the inning. Now trying to start something here in the bottom half, leading off the lineup for head coach Shannon Blancett. First pitch up high, 1-0. Good fastball from Peterson on the outside edge. Palmer offered but couldn't catch up. 1-1. Light breeze blowing out and to right field. 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike, and Peterson ahead to Palmer. 1-2. That one well inside. Palmer chased off the plate. It's 2-2. That pitch down in the dirt. This one hit well toward the gap in right center, but Bowie is underneath it for out number 1. Relatively routine fly ball for the right fielder, Alex Bowie. Gets the first out of the inning for his pitcher. There's a look at the starting lineup for the Tornadoes. Trent Palmer, fly out to right. Adam Stern digging in now. Ryan Nelson behind him. Max Plouffe is hitting cleanup. Then it's Fredenberg, Replogel, Hetrick, Smith, and finally the catcher, Zach Labar, hitting in the 9 spot. Fastball called a strike to start Stern out 0-1. Peterson working quickly on the hill. This one outside. Tall order for Peterson to try and match a very strong first from his opposite number, Trent Palmer. And after starting Stern with a strike, 3 straight out of the zone. That one well up over the brim of his batting helmet. And Stern in control now with a 3-1 count, looking at something he should be able to do something with. No, he won't. It's high and inside for ball 4. And Anoka gets the first base runner of the ball game.
First base number 17, Ryan Nelson.
Tornadoes first base minder Ryan Nelson will dig in now. There's a look at the defense for the Cardinals. Tyler George in left, Avery Lehman in center, Alex Bowie in right field. Caleb Ness gets the start at first base. Robert Morissette at second. Jackson Bates is the shortstop, and McCoy Merkel is playing at the hot corner. Dial Lawal is behind the plate working along with Bryce Peterson. First offering to Nelson, fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. And now right down the middle puts Peterson up 0-2. This one hit right back through the middle. And a slow roller, long run for Lehman. No chance for Stern to round and try for three. But a solid single back through the middle. And Anoka's got something cooking here in the bottom half of the first inning. Tornadoes, as I was saying, very hot of late. Have won 8 of their last 9 games. That only loss was in extra innings. And they have been able to score runs in bunches so far this season. Max Plouffe coming up now with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch is high. Peterson taking a little bit more time now with runners on. Just above the letters, it's 2-0. Peterson ready, the 2-0 pitch. And it is a called strike at the letters. 2-1. Now down low and a 3-1 count. Peterson with 1 out or 1 walk in the inning. So the man standing at second base, Adam Stern, trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here early. Step off and chase Stern back. The 3-1 pitch is, oh, it's a 2-2 pitch, and it was a called third strike. And a big, big strikeout for Bryce Peterson. Fredenberg hoping to get the Tornadoes a big knock here and keep them from wasting the 2 base runners. First pitch right there, strike 1. This one skied up behind the plate. Lawal tracking but cannot make the play. And Fredenberg lives to fight another day. So we'll try again at 0-2. This one straight back to the screen. Peterson looking for another out to get out of the jam. Fastball is high, 1-2. Missing low now, 2-2. This one hit hard to the left side, fielded by Bates. The throw in time to Ness to end the inning. A walk and a hit, but 2 left stranded for Anoka in the bottom of the first inning. We go to the second with no score. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Fans enjoying the beautiful atmosphere here at Castle Field on a lovely May evening. And a scoreless ball game as we start the top of the second inning. And a good pitch in for a strike from Trent Palmer. And he had a great first inning, 2 strikeouts. And a fantastic diving save by his left fielder, Trent Fredenberg. That pitch well outside, and it's 1-1 to leadoff man Tyler George. Skies this one behind home plate and out of play. No, it's going to stay in, and LeBar had no idea where that went. So after that, George will step back in on 1-2. Trent Palmer readies and brings it home, and it's fouled back, and we'll try again. That one well inside as George bends back. It's 2-2. George definitely has the ability to bring some power to the plate. Solo home run leading off an inning the last time we did a Cardinal ball game here on CTN. This one fouled back and well out of play.
Fans for retrieving foul balls, bringing them back to either the dugouts.
Swinging strikeout number 3 for Trent Palmer in the first 4 men he faces. That'll bring the Cardinal pitcher Bryce Peterson to the dish. He's trying to get something started. The one by Morissette, a looper down the left field line. The only one that's been put in play so far against Palmer. Peterson was tempted, but keeps the bat on his shoulder and takes a 2-0 count. Palmer fires a fastball in for strike 1. And now down and in, 3-1. First time that Palmer's been to a 3-ball count here tonight, and Peterson should have something good to swing at here. Foul back to the screen, and it's a full count. Well outside, and ball 4. Bryce Peterson will be the first base runner of the evening for Coon Rapids. Oh, that's ball 3. I'm ahead of myself again. This one chopped to the left side, fielded by Palmer, the throw in time. And the Cardinals have 2 out. Or the Tornadoes have 2 out. Depends on how you look at it. Nice job by Palmer coming off the mound and throwing back across his body. Merkel, first pitch swinging, hit well to center, but pretty much right at Replogle, who tracks it easily for out number 3. 6 up, 6 down for Anoka pitcher Trent Palmer. Tornadoes back at the plate when we return on CTF.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
I'm a single mother, and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, you know. My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Light jackets, but mostly a nice night for mid-May. Dark clouds over the stadium a few hours ago, but it cleared out just in time. And it's time for baseball. Bottom of the second inning, Sean Replogle will lead things off for Anoka Tornadoes. And Peterson delivers one up high, 1-0. Replogle with the easy out to end the top half of the inning, now leading off. Showed bunt, but takes a pitch inside, 2-0. And now 3-0. A 4-pitch walk is not how Bryce Peterson wanted to start his second inning. His second walk given up.
Number 8, Jack.
Bring up the right fielder, Jack Hetrick. Pitch is inside, 1-0. Now outside, 2-0. Replogle, a relatively conservative lead over at first, facing the left-handed pitcher. And there's the pitch called a strike. First one thrown in the inning for Bryce Peterson. 2-1 count. Replogle is off. Swing and a miss, and no throw from Lawal. Good jump, and Lawal saw he had no chance to get the speedy Replogle and doesn't risk it with a throw. 2-2 now, the count to the batter, Jack Hetrick, runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And that pitch is low, full count. Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout for Bryce Peterson, his second of the ball game.
Shortstop number 15, Hunter Smith.
Another look at that pitch as Hedrick just got under it a bit. Now the shortstop, Hunter Smith, lefty versus lefty, with one out and that runner at second base, Replogle. Replogle going for third, and he's there. A leadoff walk and a pair of stolen bases, and he is lightning quick. Lawal out to talk to Peterson a little bit. Down and in, 1-1. Smith showing bunt. It's a suicide attempt, and it's caught by Peterson. He'll jog and hand it off back to Jackson Bates, covering to get the inning-ending double play. That's why they call it the suicide squeeze. And it came back to cut down the Tornadoes' threat. We go to the third inning, no score. You're watching Anoka versus Coon Rapids on CTN.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Got a quarter?
Anoka going with the suicide squeeze, man at third with only 1 out, and the bunt is popped up by Smith, caught by Peterson. Jackson Bates comes over to cover the bag at third to complete the inning-ending double play, and Anoka being aggressive but getting burned a little bit in the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the order due up here in the top of the third inning for Coon Rapids, led off by Dial Lawal, who can't hold off on the pitch dying down and away. And now another one, but this time he's not fooled, and it's 1-1. Palmer has sent down all 6 he's faced, and he gets back on track in front of the wall, 1-2. Doing it relatively quickly, 27 pitches through the first 2 innings, 19 of those for strikes, and he's got his 4th strikeout of the game as he fans dial the wall to start the 3rd.
Right fielder number 5, Alex Coon.
And now the right fielder, Alex Bowie. Looks at a first pitch strike. Palmer cruising. Gets into a rhythm and brings it home quickly, 0-2. Bowie a little bit late on that one, but able to fight it off and stay alive at 0-2. Wisely lays off that one, and Palmer's got room to play with a 1-2 count once again. And now fouled back. Bowie staying alive with 2 strikes. His second 2-strike foul. Got a piece of another one. Palmer finally gets him swinging. Good battle by Alex Bowie, but back-to-back strikeouts for Palmer to start the 3rd.
Shortstop number 35, Jackson Bates.
Good fastball in for a strike. And Palmer not backing off. 8 straight he's retired and trying to go clean through the order first time. Retire him in order through the first 3 innings. Bender didn't bend enough, stays inside, 1-1. Goes back to the fastball and Bates fouls it back. Down in the dirt. Nice stop by LeBar. No danger, of course, with no one on base. 2-2 as Bates digs back in. Called 3rd strike. He strikes out the side. He goes and retires the Cardinals in order through the first 3 innings with 6 strikeouts. And it's scoreless going to the bottom half of the 3rd on CTN.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Back at the ballpark, everybody's having fun as the Cardinals and Tornadoes do battle here. Scoreless starting the bottom half of the third inning. Number 9 hitter Zach LeBar will lead off and look at a pitch for strike one. Big double play on the blown suicide bunt ended the bottom half of the second inning. Cardinals still looking for their first base runner. This one fouled back, out of play. It's 0-2. Good place for Peterson to be after walking the leadoff man in the last half inning on 4 pitches. Peterson gets him swinging on a pitch outside. LeBard tried to hold back, but just couldn't. Strikeout number 3 this evening for Bryce Peterson. And that'll bring Anoka back to the top of the order. Trent Palmer hit one pretty well to right center, but it kind of hung up in the wind. Easy play for Alex Bowie for the first out back in the first inning. Looks at a breaking pitch called a strike. This one hit well to left, and it's going to run to the wall on a couple of bounces. Palmer turns, and he's going to be in standing with a leadoff double. Charlie Buffy will be the courtesy runner, taking over for Palmer at second. And this one on a line. No chance for George to track it down and left to the wall on 2 hops. And a leadoff double, and Anoka threatening again. They've been able to get guys into scoring position in each of the first 2 innings, unable to bring anybody around. This time, softly hit to short. Bates will throw the out at first, and no throw across as Buffy advances on the throw. That could be a big 90 feet as this inning plays out. Now Buffy over at third with only 1 out. Adam Stern at the plate. Stern walked in the first inning. Oh, sorry, Ryan Nelson is up. He had the single in the first inning. Right back through the middle. Pitch is high. 2-0. This one lofted to left. George getting back on it. Makes the catch for out number 3. And again, the Tornadoes leave someone stranded in scoring position. We go to the 4th, still no score between Anoka and Coon Rapids.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Top of the order here for Coon Rapids in the top of the fourth. Trying to find their way on base against Trent Palmer is off to an outstanding start. 6 strikeouts first time through the batting order, and that curveball has been a confusing one for the Cardinals. Lehman able to get a little bit of a piece of it, but that pitch down and away. One he would rather not have swung at. Fastball misses low, 1-1. And now outside, 2-1. Clip the outside corner, evens the count. And a strike 3. LeBar, the ball is behind him, and Lehman is going to hustle down to first safely, and he'll reach on a pass ball, and our umpire may need a little time to shake this one off. LeBar didn't know where the ball had gone. Another look at it. Got his arm, his chest. Might have got his thigh too. But it definitely got the arm and the body. Right up into the chest on the side of that protector. So trainer giving him a look, and the Cardinals will get the first base runner of the game on a pass ball. It will be a strikeout for Trent Palmer, his 7th. But Lehman, a dangerous runner, will reach first on the pass ball. And we will take a short break while they attend to our official and be back momentarily.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Gear up, guys.
Umpire Brent Kufal is going to need some ice tonight. That one got him in a couple of places, and it had a lot of heat on it coming from Trent Palmer. Good heads-up play by Avery Lehman to notice it got past the catcher, Zach Labar, and he gets his way down to first base. Although he's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, he's on base, the first Cardinal base runner of the ballgame. Showing bunt is Robert Morissette, but he pulls it back, takes a pitch down and in. Lehman a very conservative lead over at first. A speedy runner, and as we've seen thus far, base runners are coming at a premium. Morissette shows bunt again. The pitch is low, 2-0. Palmer steps off, and that will make Lehman retreat back to first. That one's a called strike, 2-1. Check the runner, and Lehman back in plenty of time. You see why he's taking a conservative lead. Palmer not just a good move to the plate, also a good move over to first. Shows bunt again, a good one laid down by Morissette, fielded by Palmer and easily thrown out over at first to Nelson. But a good sacrifice moves Lehman into scoring position.
The first baseman, Caleb Ness.
And now Caleb Ness with a runner at second and one out. Good fastball in for a strike. Up high, 1-1. Way up high and outside. Easy take for Tyler George, and Labar out to talk with his pitchers. They got crossed up a little bit there. Palmer took a look at the base runner Lehman right before he delivered. Swing and a miss from Ness. That evens the count at 2-2. And now Ness wants time. Palmer taking a little bit more time with the base runner on, his first time so far here tonight. Ness hitting it back up the middle, going to his right, make the play is Stern. Throw across to Nelson for the out. And Lehman advances to third on the play.
Left fielder Tyler George.
And now Tyler George. One of the 6 strikeout victims, first time through the order for Trent Palmer, and he would certainly like to do it here again. But this first pitch swinging, slow roller to short. Smith has to hurry the throw. Good stretch at first by Nelson, and they leave Lehman stranded at third. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Coon Rapids 0, Anoka 0. You're watching high school baseball on CTN.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
So far, it's all been about the guys on the bump. Trent Palmer, perfect through 3 innings. He's only allowed 1 base runner through 4, and that on a pass ball after a strikeout. Bryce Peterson has had to work out of a couple of jams, including that little doozy there in the 2nd inning when he started the inning-ending double play, cutting up the suicide squeeze attempt. Biggest hit of the night was the one taken by that man right there, our home plate umpire, Brent Kufal. Took that fastball that was missed by Lehman and the catcher LeBar, and he took it off the hand and off the ribs. Couple of hits in the ball game for Anoka so far, a couple of walks allowed for pitcher Bryce Peterson, but so far no one has touched the little diamond at home, and an error as that throw was low. Ness gets run over by a charging Max Plouffe, and that'll be an error charge to the pitcher on it, what should have been a very easy throw, and it was thrown very low in front of the base. And Ness takes the 2nd hardest hit of the ball game.
Left fielder Trent Frettenberg.
And now Trent Frettenberg, ground ball to short his first time up. The wall out in front of the plate to communicate with the infield with the runner on first base, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Frettenberg fouls the first offering back, 0-1. Plouffe at first, Frettenberg at the plate, an 0-1 count, and Peterson will chase the runner back to the bag. He's there in plenty of time. Anoka's been able to get a guy on base in each of the first 3 innings. Twice they have gotten to third base, only to be kept off the scoreboard. outside the throw down, and Plouffe rather just barely back in time in front of the throw down from Dial the Wall. Swing and a miss. They're going to try it again. Fredenberg Plouffe rather even closer getting back to the bag. One, two count to Trent Fredenberg. Foul back. This is the second one, and back in time, but just barely. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Peterson after the inning started with an error. Sean Replogle walked and stole 2 bases before being the final out in the suicide squeeze that turned into a double play. They are keeping Plouffe very close over at first. Replogle bunts it back foul off the screen. Didn't see a strike in his first at bat. He walked on 4 pitches. But the Cardinals would definitely like to keep his speed off the bases if possible. They'd really like a grounder to get him out of the inning with another double play. With chasing after a pitch up in his eyes, it's 0-2. And a called third strike on the outside edge. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bryce Peterson after the error. That's a big second out. And maybe a great frame job by Dial the Wall. Nice job, 2-4. Jack Hetrick went down swinging back in the second inning. 5 strikeouts now for Peterson. That one skipped away from the wall, but quickly over to it. No chance for Plouffe to advance. Hetrick can't catch up with the fastball. The count is even at 1-1. 2 out, runner at first base here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No score at Castle Field. Cardinals could definitely use something to give them a little confidence going into the playoffs. Good fastball, and again, Peterson able to get an Anoka batter to chase up the ladder. Coon Rapids lost their last 2 games, 3 of their last 4. They start section play on Friday. Could use a confidence boost. Right now in a battle with the Tornadoes. This one fouled off, well out of play. And Hetrick will get to see another 1-2 pitch. Strike 3, so after what was an easy grounder back to the mound that he threw into the dirt, Bryce Peterson responds by striking out the side. We go to the fifth. No score between Coon Rapids and Anoka. You're watching high school baseball live on CTN.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
The shadows stretching across the field here at Castle as the sun sets down the right field line. Trent Palmer, an outstanding start so far. He's allowed just one base runner, 7 strikeouts. And he's quickly ahead in the count 0-2 against Bryce Peterson. Peterson trying to battle with him pitch for pitch. This one knocked to the left side on a couple of hops. Smith the throw, good stretch by Nelson at first, and there's one away. Peterson, after getting 3 straight strikeouts to complete the frame in the fourth, has 6 in the ball game. He's given up a couple of hits and a couple of walks, but no runs thus far. McCoy Merkel offers at the curveball that ended up about shoelace height. 0-1. And this time, he watches it, and it's a called strike, 0-2. Palmer doesn't like to waste time. He's throwing a great ball game so far. That one down and in. He's thrown 64 pitches, 45 of them for strikes. Very good outing. And some miscommunication or disagreement between pitcher and catcher. Merkel digs back in. Curveball is hammered to left. Going back and making the jumping catch is Trent Fredenberg, just in front of the warning track. It looked off the bat like he maybe didn't get a good enough jump on it, but Fredenberg made the outstanding diving play in the first inning. This one, a little bit of an adventure, maybe getting a little concerned about the wall getting close, but able to reel it into the leather for nothing more than a long out. And now dial the wall. Curveball in for a strike. This one chopped foul in front of third base. And it's 0-2 for Palmer again. Up high. 1-2. The Wall got a piece of that one and will stay alive, 1-2. And another strikeout for Trent Palmer. Another 1-2-3 inning. We're midway through the fifth. No score at Castle Field. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
The Golden Grappler himself, Zahn Nienaber, Coach Zahn Nienaber, one of the many in attendance, enjoying a beautiful night at the ballpark and a great pitcher's duel so far.
Leading off from Anoka Tornadoes in the home half of the fifth inning, the shortstop, number 15.
Bryce Peterson, the lefty for the Cardinals, committed the game's first error, giving the lead-off man a free base in the last inning, but came back with 3 straight strikeouts and no damage done. He'll face Hunter Smith to start here in the fifth. Smith popped up the suicide squeeze attempt that started an inning-ending double play. Curveball stays inside, 1-1. Smith takes a big cut, but comes up empty, 1-2. And a called third strike, another strikeout for Bryce Peterson. His 4th in a row, his 7th of the ball game.
Catcher number 11, Zach Lamar.
Bring up the catcher, Zach Labar. Labar, a strikeout victim, his first time at the plate. Certainly not tempted at that. Oh, we've got John Olson behind the plate now for the Cardinals, replacing Dial Lawal. This one foul and out of play, 1-2.
John Olson, number 4, now behind the 8-4, Coon Rapids.
This one fouled, and Labar able to stay alive. This one looped behind first, and what a catch. What a catch is made by Nick Lackinen, who has come in to replace Ness at first. Snow Cone and Pete Larkin right on the on top of the play, watches until to call the out until he comes up with it. First time I've had a chance to say good call, Pete Larkin. Not much action on the base paths so far in tonight's ball game.
27 now at first base.
Been some very good defensive plays to help the pitchers out, but the pitchers have definitely done the lion's share of the work here tonight, especially Trent Palmer. Not only has he pitched a great game, but he's got one of Anoka's 2 hits, a leadoff double, or 1-out double, I should say, back in the 3rd inning. Was tempted at that one up high, 1-2. Now down and in. 2-2. Seems they had a pitch like that to Palmer back in his 1st inning at bat. Two and two with 2 out and foul ball back and out of play. Lackinen took the long run over to see it land atop the batting cages beyond the visiting team bullpen. Another 2-2 pitch and a full count. Peterson's been to a 3-ball count 3 times. He's walked 2. Now he's been there 4 times and walked 3. Palmer will trot down and take the free base, at least momentarily, until he's replaced by his courtesy runner, Charlie Buffy.
Charlie Buffy, number 1, the courtesy runner for Palmer at first base. At the plate, second baseman, Adam Stern.
Adam Stern try and get something, keep something going, I suppose, here with 2 out. And they chase Buffy back to first. Anoka keeps their streak alive. They've had a base runner in each of the 5 innings thus far. Good looking pitch, but not tempted was Adam Stern. It's 1-0. And now 2-0. And now 3-0. Stern taking all the way. It's a strike, 3-1. This one hit down the right field line, and it's fair ball hooking into the corner. Rounding second for third is Buffy. They're going to send him home. The throw is cut off by Lackinen. Goes to third, and he's safe, sliding back just ahead of the throw. And Buffy nearly got caught in no man's land, and the Cardinals nearly picked another tornado off in scoring position. It's a double for Stern, and it keeps the inning going. This one just right down the line and hooked into the corner, so long run for Alex Bowie to track it down. You saw Buffy rounded, fell, stopped, fell. Able to get back, get that right hand on the bag just ahead of the tag. Assistant coach Matt Mossy out to rally the troops on the mound for Coon Rapids. Runners at second and third with 2 out. Scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And number 3 hitter Ryan Nelson will come to the plate. Single back through the middle, his first time up, and then a fly ball to left in the 3rd. Now a big opportunity to break open the scoring. This one hammered down to left field line, but hooking foul. It had close to home run power, but hooked well foul. And it'll even the count at 1-1. Nelson able to straighten that one out, and this is possibly a 3-0 ball game. Diggs back in. Peterson is ready. The 1-1 offering is outside, 2-1. This one chopped and will be foul. Well played by Coach Shannon Blansett. That's how you do it. Use both hands, get down on the ball, stay in front of it. 2-2 with 2 out and 2 on. And a big pitch right here for Bryce Peterson. It's up high, full count. Cleanup man Max Plouffe on deck, waiting his turn. Will it come this inning? A full count pitch. Misses the mark, and the bases are loaded for Plouffe.
The third baseman, Max.
2 walks, sandwiching a double by Adam Stern. All coming with 2 outs here for the Anoka Tornadoes, and they've got them all loaded up. Max Plouffe at the plate. Plouffe reached on an error his last time up. Easy take as that pitch was high and wide. Everybody on a base. And the 1-0 is a called strike, and it's 1-1. Nibbling out the outside edge. Doesn't want to leave something up that the Tornadoes cleanup hitter can get a hold of. 1-1 pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Bryce Peterson, a strike away from getting out of a big jam here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Plouffe stares it down. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He fouls it back. And we'll try again at 1-2. Fan base coming alive to cheer on their hitter and also to cheer on their pitcher. A 1-2 pitch from Peterson, swung on and missed, and a huge strikeout for Bryce Peterson leaves the bases loaded for the Tornadoes and keeps the game scoreless, going to the 6th on CTN.
Looking for a new home? Come to Coon Rapids. Down payment assistance is available from the Mortgage Assistance Foundation when you purchase your new home with an FHA 203K mortgage. Any single-family home in need of renovation or rehab can qualify. Find out more today. Call 763-767-6422 or visit the city's website.
We love our new home.
spectators certainly getting their money's worth, especially if they like to see strong pitching, because we have seen two spectacular outings through the first 5 innings. Trent Palmer, just 1 base runner allowed as he faces Alex Bowie to start the 6th. First pitch hit right at shortstop. Hunter Smith knocks it down, throws across, 1 away.
Shortstop, Jackson Bates.
And now Jackson Bates come to the plate. Cutter clips the outside corner, strike 1. Eight strikeouts in the game for Trent Palmer. Tried to clip that outside edge again, this time a little bit wide. Right down the pipe, 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Again, goes back to that cutter and misses outside, 3-2. Full count pitch, lifted out of play down the right field line. Another full count pitch up high. First walk of the ball game allowed for Trent Palmer. And Bates is on base with 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Top of the order, Avery Lehman. The only other base runner the Cardinals have had this evening. Struck out but reached on a pass ball that took our home plate umpire a while to recover from. Check on Bates and he's back in time. Curveball is a called strike. Good movement, buckled the knees of Avery Lehman. It's 0-1. Another curveball, another strike. It's 0-2. Both pitchers tonight, when they get in their groove, have been hard to figure out for the batters in both dugouts. Another curveball, a swinging strike. That's the hat trick for Avery Lehman. And number 9 in the ball game for Trent Palmer.
Second baseman, Robert Morissette.
Bring up Robert Morissette. Now with 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch fouled off, out of play. Down and away, 1-1. Shadows have given way to the light that man made, and this one is bobbled by Plouffe. at third. An error will keep the inning alive for the Cardinals. That one just took a funny hop, got up on Plouffe a little bit higher than he expected, right through the wickets. Nick Lockinen's first at-bat tonight. Came in for Ness in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Made a nice play behind the bag at first. Now with 2 runners on base and 2 out. And we'll take some time. First pitch fell back and out of play, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Pressure mounts with every pitch as we get late into a scoreless ball game here at Castle Field. Down and in, 2-1. It's dusk and the lights have not completely taken effect. And with the way these two are pitching, we may be done before they ever do. This one looped into left on a couple of bounces fielded by Fredenberg. Bates waved home. He will score as the throw is offline. Everybody else will advance an extra base on the throw, and the Cardinals have broken the scoring. Nick Lockinen in his first at bat, an RBI single to break the scoreless tie. First hit of the ball game allowed by Anoka pitcher Trent Palmer.
Left fielder, Tyler George.
So Morissette at third, Lockinen at second. Tyler George will dig into the plate. Dalton Hoffman starting to get loose over in the Anoka bullpen. George could not hold up, 0-1. Pitch misses low, 1-1. Cardinals have started the scoring. They could add some more. This one fielded by Plouffe. The throw is offline a bit. 2 runs are going to score. Second error of the inning. And the Cardinals have a 3-0 lead all of a sudden. George didn't like the swing, but he hustles it out. That's just misplayed by the first baseman, Ryan Nelson. He'll absorb the error on that one, and it'll cost the Tornadoes a pair of runs. Now Bryce Peterson takes a ball. And now 2-0. Two errors in the inning, just 1 hit, but 3 runs on the board for the Cardinals. George fouls this one back to the screen, 2-1. 1-out walk by Jackson Bates. An error on the third baseman, Max Plouffe, allowed the inning to continue. And the big RBI single by Lackinen, followed by an error on the first baseman, Ryan Nelson, that allowed 2 more runs to score, and it's 3-0 and a 3-1 count here to Bryce Peterson. Watches it low for ball 4, and this inning continues. 4 straight have reached with 2 out here in the bottom of the or top of the 6th inning.
Third baseman McCoy Merkel.
Trent Bosek is the courtesy runner over at first. McCoy Merkel digs in. That pitch down and away. Called strike, evens it up at 1-1. 8th batter of the inning for the Cardinals. Scored 3, had 2 more on and 2 away. Merkel, big swing, but misses the fastball. It's 1-2. Merkel, a shot to the left field warning track his last time at the plate in the last inning. A little late on the swing there, and he comes up empty. A huge strikeout for Trent Palmer. And a rough inning after a great outing. Couple of errors behind him, just 1 hit allowed, but 3 runs. And the Cardinals in control as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Jimmy can't sing and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Cardinals starting to warm up their bullpen as Nick Harold, their ace, getting loose just in case, especially now that they have the lead. Fredenberg, Replogle, and Hetrick, the scheduled batters for Anoka here in bottom half of the 6th. Swinging strike for Fredenberg, 1-1. Fredenberg 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Outside, 2-1. Inside, skips away from Olsen. It's 3-1. Fredenberg should see something good to hit here at 3-1, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. This one skied wide of third. Merkel is over, but it's going to get out of play over the dugout. Great effort by camera magician David Emmy. But it's a full count. This one straightened out on a line and a solid single to left for Trent Fredenberg, leading off the 6th for Anoka. Tornadoes trying to respond to the Cardinals' 3-run top half of the inning. Replogle looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Replogle will walk, 2 stolen bases back in the 2nd inning, and then struck out in the 4th. Stopped by Olsen. Peterson misses high. It's 2-1. Swinging strike evens the count. And another strikeout for Bryce Peterson. Replogle wanted to take that back but couldn't stop his swing. That is strikeout number 9 for Peterson. And that is going to be the end of the evening for the Cardinals starter, and a great outing it was. 9 strikeouts, gave up just 4 hits, a couple of walks. No runs allowed. He is responsible for the runner at first, but he will give way to Nick Harold. We'll try to keep this a Cardinal victory. They're 5 outs away. We'll be back with more of the 6th inning after this.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
What a night for Bryce Peterson. He pitches 5 1/3, gives up no runs on 4 hits with 9 strikeouts and 4 walks. Nick Harold will take over for the Cardinals, facing Jack Hetrick. His first pitch is down and away, 1-0. Harold inherits the runner Fredenberg over at first. This is Ben Weiser at the plate, excuse me. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Harold ahead in the count. Little check swing foul, but that'll keep Weiser alive, 1-2. Called third strike. Weiser thought about going, held off, and was rung up anyway. That's how Nick Harold wanted to start his relief appearance. Now Hunter Smith. Throw skips in the dirt and gets past Lockinen at first. Hustling over to second is Fredenberg. That'll be an error charged to the Cardinal pitcher. Both errors this evening charged to the Cardinal pitchers. Just a bad throw and Lockinen unable to knock it down. Now Smith has a runner in scoring position, but looks at a pitch up high. Called strike, evens the count. Harold trying to keep the Tornadoes off the scoreboard. Strand that runner he inherited from the starter Bryce Peterson. Brushback pitch is well inside, and Smith spins away to stay safe, and the count goes to 3-1. And a walk. Strikeout, then a walk for Nick Harold. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Number 9 hitter Zach Labar. Little blooper behind first base his last time up that was tracked down well by Nick Lackinen. Outside. And Olsen out to try and settle his reliever, Nick Harold. Tornadoes trying to rally. Cardinals able to score some runs with 2 outs. In the top half of this inning, they were assisted by a couple of Tornado errors. The bar looks at a strike, 1-1. This one hit right back through the middle. Bates knocks it down. Well played by Morissette to scoop it up and tag the bag in front of the runner, Hunter Smith, coming from first. And what nearly was a Cardinal error turns into a good heads-up play by Robert Morissette right there. And good call, Pete Larkin right on top of it. Knocks it down. The Cardinals keep the Tornadoes scoreless. We go to the 7th.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Sweetheart, I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Bang, bang play at second base to end the bottom of the sixth inning. Bobbled by Bates. Morissette scoops. Dives for the tag just ahead of the slide by Hunter Smith. And the Tornadoes go to the seventh inning trailing, and they go to the bullpen. Dalton Hoffman will take over for Trent Palmer.
Leading off the top of the seventh inning for the Cardinals, the catcher, number 4, John Olson.
John Olson will lead things off for the Cardinals here in the top of the seventh, his first at bat. And a good pitch for a strike from Dalton Hoffman. Down and in, 1-1. Speed pitch gets Olson swinging. 1-2. It's not many times you have just one hit on the board, but you lead 3-0 as you start the seventh inning, but that's the situation for the Cardinals. A 2-2 pitch coming from Hoffman to Olson, and Olson got a piece of it to stay alive. Out in front of the breaking pitch, but able to make contact and push it into the dirt. Outside, full count. This one chopped left side, fielded by Smith. The throw takes the first baseman Nelson off the bag, and that'll be an infield single for John Olson.
Right fielder, Alex Bowie.
Just the second hit of the ball game for the Cardinals. The two subs the Cardinals made in the fifth or sixth inning, they're 2 for 2 as they have come to the plate. Bowie wanted to bunt, but pulled back and took it for a strike. 0-1. Throw over, and Olson back in plenty of time. Pitch had a lot of movement, but it stays inside. It's 2-0. Runners going. Bowie fouls it back. Bowie will dig back in. Hoffman will check on the runner again, and Olsen back in plenty of time. Definitely a more deliberate and patient pitcher is Dalton Hoffman than the starter Trent Palmer. Taking his time between pitches, and now it's 3-1 to the hitter Alex Bowie. Bowie went down after that one, got a piece of it, and it makes it a full count. Olsen takes the lead, but not too far with the lefty Hoffman on the mound. Full count pitch, hit well to right. Sinking in front of Hetrick, but Hetrick able to make the play for out number one.
Shortstop Jackson Bates.
Jackson Bates walked and scored the first run of the ball game in his last at bat. Digs in with Olsen at first. Nice stop by the catcher LeBar. So that pitch was down and in. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitches down. Oh, it's called strike. 1-1. Hoffman climbs back up on the hill. 1-1 pitch is an off-speed bender that froze Bates and gets Hoffman in the lead, 1-2. Inside, LeBar called on to make another stop. Again, they check Olsen. He's there in plenty of time. Top of the seventh inning, Coon Rapids leading 3-0. A runner at first with one out. Jackson Bates at the plate and a 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2 pitch, excuse me, and that's strike three. Good hook. Gives Bates the hook for the night. Back to the top of the order, Avery Lehman. He's had a relatively miserable night at the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Not what the Cardinals' leadoff man expects from himself, to be certain. Did reach base on a pass ball in the 4th inning. But would like to erase the offer. That's an offer for the entire starting lineup for Jerry Coe's Cardinals. The runner is off, and this one hit high and deep to left field, going back and over the head of Fredenberg. One hopping the wall. Lehman will check in with a stand-up double. Olson will stroll to the plate. An RBI double by Avery Lehman. And as soon as I mentioned the offer for the starting lineup, their leadoff man erases it with a big two-out double. That will bring up Robert Morissette.
Second baseman Robert Morissette.
Reached on an error when he hit the ground ball to third his last time up. Later scored on the second error of the inning for the Tornadoes. That 3-run sixth inning for Coon Rapids. Now they've got Avery Lehman at second with 2 out. 1 run already on the board, increasing their lead to 4, and a great curveball right there from Dalton Hoffman. Morissette didn't know whether to swing or dive for the safety of the turf, as that one was coming for his head and dried right back over the plate. Nice snare by Hoffman on the comeback. Easy play over to first to end the inning. But the Cardinals add 1 more on an RBI double by Avery Lehman. They have a 4-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Hi there, I'm Officer Harmoning, and this is Crime Prevention in 60 Seconds. Today we're going to talk about yielding to emergency vehicles. State law requires drivers to move over immediately when emergency vehicles approach. Specifically, drivers should move to the right edge or curb of the roadway and remain stopped until the emergency vehicle passes. So often, our officers have seen drivers slam on their brakes, hesitate, and/or move to the left side of the roadway when we approach with their lights activated. We've also encountered those folks that pull to the right side but drive at slower speeds on the shoulder. All these situations cause our officers to have to react quickly when driving at higher rates of speed. The following video is a good example on the appropriate action a driver should take in this situation. The marked squad car has the emergency lights activated and is approaching the vehicle. The driver sees the squad and quickly and safely pulls the vehicle to the right side of the road and stops, waiting for the squad to pass. That's it for now, and until next time, remember that together we can make a difference.
Gets the big 2-out RBI double to pad the lead in the top of the 7th inning, and he gets the chance to try and come out and close out the win here for the Cardinals on the mound. Avery Lehman taking over for Nick Carroll, who got a couple of outs to end the 6th. Trent Bosak will take over for Lehman out in center. Top of the order here for the Tornadoes, and they need a big rally. Trent Palmer had a great night on the mound, gave up just 1 hit in 6 full innings, but on the hook for the loss, having given up 3 runs. All 3 unearned for the Cardinals in that 6th inning. Palmer skies this one out of play, 1-1. Palmer with a double back in the third inning. Also walked in the fifth. Trying to start a big inning for his ball club. And he hammers it to right center. Bowie, what a running, tracking grab by the Cardinal right fielder. And we've seen a couple of highlight reel level plays made in the field on both sides tonight.
Second baseman Alistair.
That one was dying quicker than it looked like it would off the bat. But Bowie, good jump, good read, and a great play to finish it off with out number one. And now Adam Stern. Stern with a double his last time up. One and one count. Lehman misses low, 2-1. This one fouled, back and out of play. 2-2. Curveball and not going to be called. Full count. Got some cheers from the Coon Rapids side of the stadium, but falling on deaf ears behind the plate. The payoff pitch swung on and missed, and that was well outside. Stern was just hoping that Olsen wouldn't grab it, but he did. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now Ryan Nelson. Nelson a single and a walk in his first 3 trips to the plate here tonight. Fastball called to strike, going 1. Tornadoes down to their final out. They need 4 to tie and push it to an extra inning. 5 to walk off victorious. Lehman is dealing quickly on the hill. 1-1. Trying to end this one. Fouled back. 1-2. And now the Tornadoes down to their final strike. Not getting a call on the curve. The Cardinal fans started the celebration a little bit early, trying to influence the call from the man in blue. And that is no sale. That is a nasty looking hook right there. But Nelson wisely lays off. 2-2 with 2 out. Fastball skips in the dirt, and it's a full count. Fastball, strike 3. And a big cleanup effort for Avery Lehman. He gets the RBI double with 2 out to pad the lead. But he may have stolen himself away from a chance at the save, because that put the 4th run on the board. And then he went out and retired the top of the Tornadoes order 1, 2, 3 to complete the win for the Cardinals. Just 7 hits combined in this ball game. We saw some outstanding pitching. But in every ball game, there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. Tonight, the winner is wearing bright red, and they hand the Tornadoes a loss to end the regular season. And as I talked about, a confidence booster for the Cardinals, who have to turn around and start section play right away on Friday night. A 4-0 win for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. That, though, will do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the absent Las Vegas-bound Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.